In this video we're going to have a look at the Polar GOFIT system, which essentially is a live heart rate monitoring system where we can project the student's heart rate to an external screen. So we're going to have a look at the web service here, which is where you would set up your system, create your courses, look at your reports and so on. Also register your devices to be used in the classes, and then we'll go and have a look at what the actual system looks on the app. So here we would go courses. I won't spend too much time on this, guys. I'm just going to give you a real quick overview. This is where you could create a course. You can see we've got some examples here, but you might say give it a name, start, end date, course duration. Here's where you set your evaluation. So do you want like A, B, C, numbers and so on, straight pass fail for the course. You can choose your exercise targets in terms of heart rate. You can assign custom ones as well. Let's just go there. You can decide whether you want calories to be shown, time that you would like to be spent in your target zone. So let's say we go 70 to 100, and we want them to spend 30 minutes of the session in that zone. You can choose student name or student ID there, and then you would add your students to the course. Just get off that. We'll go to reports. You can create various reports where you can see individual students' heart rates and everything like that. School. This is where you can add your students. You can import students on an Excel file, so you can just add them all in at one time and they all go into the system. Teachers. Different teachers can have different courses and so on. Now this is important. This is where you need to register all your devices. So let's say you have 20 chest straps. You go here, register device. I've got some already registered here. Put in the sensor ID. You'll get a green tick if it's accepted. And what you want to do is when you take, say, 57EE, this sensor here, get your stickers and put number 1 on that sensor, and then when you do this next chest strap, grab your number 2 and put it on that one. This way you never have to think again about the sensor ID, you just use the number. Very important. Evaluation, that's where you can customize your evaluation types like A, B, C, A star, stuff like that. Fitness test, we can create fitness test templates. Conduct your fit, and here are some of the default tests. You can customize your own. I've got a few down the bottom here: critical speed, 3-minute all-out test, counter movement, jump foot, lower limb, explosive strength, and so on. So we can conduct fitness tests as well. Create testing sheets, so when you're conducting the test, you've got the sheet there to fill in the data and create reports from those tests. But what we'll do now actually is go and have a look at the actual Polar GOFIT mobile app. Here we are on the Polar GOFIT mobile app, and what we're going to do is just have a look at how it looks when you conduct a session. So I've got here an example course, Year 10 basketball, so we'll say new lesson. And again, just before you start the class, you can adjust your heart rate zones here. So let's go active. At the bottom, we can toggle time in target heart rate zone that we would like, and the badges accumulate as such. So I'll leave that on 30. If I go select, this is the screen that you would get just prior to starting the class, and this is where you can make sure all the sensors are assigned successfully to your students. So if I go edit here, I know I'm wearing sensor number 3, so I'll just hit sensor number 3, and we get a green tick when it's registering the heart rate. If we wanted to add further students, we just tick on the name, ask them to grab a sensor, say they go grab number 5 off the rack. You tell the system they've got number 5, add visitor. Of course, it's not going to come up now because I don't have this individual with me and they're not wearing a sensor, but I'm wearing a sensor now and I am RM24, so if we then go start, this is what the class would look like. Of course, you're only going to see one panel or one student, but obviously there would be more if we had more guys wearing sensors. So what you can see here is my heart rate data. So I'm at 60 beats per minute, which is 30% of my maximal. You can, again, change each individual student's maximal heart rate on the Polar GOFIT web service. But if I click on this panel, we get to see time spent in the heart rate zones, my average heart rate, max heart rate, caloric expenditure, and so on, and a heart rate graph there. And this is the screen that can project to a larger screen. So if you've got a TV in your gymnasium or basketball court or something like that, This is the screen you project, so all the students can see their own live heart rate as they go through the class. And again, during the session, you can just add students. So add a visitor, choose somebody, tell them which sensor they're wearing, add visitor, and they would be added to the class. If we just end this session, end lesson, save, hit done. Now, once you're back within Wi-Fi, that class will be synced to the Polar GOFIT web service, and from there you can look at a more detailed analysis of the session, compare students, look at reports and print those reports as well. But if we go history, we can see that session there. So if you just click on it, you see individual student. Of course, there will be more students to view as more would be added to the class.